page 9, the hen. 2 flats, so it's either in B flat major or G minor. Well, let's look at the end. The last measure, we're here. Sounds G minor to me. I'm guessing that's probably what it is. 2/4 time. Let's do the right hand first. Let's get the fingering and the rhythm and all that worked out. The notes, third finger here. So we're in this position. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. That's that. Just the whole piece is right there in that position. The second line of measure 9, you have rests. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and rest and. Get the idea? The left hand, it's treble clef now in the bottom staff. Here. 1 and 2 and 3. Don't forget the E flats. Rest. 1 and 2 and 1 and rest and rest and. Now third finger on this and 4/2, C sharp, E flat. You just gotta love it. It's just, and then next measure 1 and 2 and then again 1 and 2, and then at the end they're saying second finger here. If you have really big hands and fat fingers, that doesn't work real well up in here because the fingers won't fit very well. If that's the case, then I suggest you play the D's with thumb and come over. And then you can do that, or that, whichever. I'm not fingering for the end. But if you have small hands and little fingers, the fingering in the book is fine. Put the hands together. Idea. I don't want to play it all for you. I want you to discover it on your own. Add the articulation. We have this. I'm going to recommend a nice wrist staccato. Think of a chicken and they walk around eating and they do that kind of thing. Now it's legato in the left hand. And you see the tenuto line there on that G in the third measure. Hang on to that as long as possible. Linger on that. Tenuto on that one, and then next line, tenuto, now on these tenutos, different people interpret these differently. I don't know how this composer intended it. A lot of people, see, originally way back a long time ago, because music has evolved, the little line, the tenuto line, actually was a type of stress mark. You gave it just a little bit of stress. It's not a full accent, just a little bit of stress. Well, people still treat it that way. Now that stress has kind of died away for the most part, where tenuto you just linger on the note, just hang on the note. But different publishers do it differently, different composers do it differently, and you have to figure out which way did this composer mean this to go, or the publisher. Sometimes the publisher changes things from what the composer had. Here, I'm tempted to believe he wants a little bit of stress on those tenuto, not an accent, just a little bit of stress. So, like at the beginning again. Here, I don't like that because we're coming off of, you're ending a phrase, you're ending a musical sentence. There's no phrasing mark, but if you listen to the music, you can hear musical sentences. It's ending a sentence, and I don't put stress at the end of a sentence, but I can linger on it here, and before I go on, here. But when you do this, that makes a little more sense to stress. You'll have to decide how you're going to interpret the tenuto mark. I'm just going to linger on it. That's all I would do. Dynamic, well, it's more for the right hand. Moderately loud, you have to decide what that is. Keep the left hand under it. you diminuendo down. Don't slow down, just get softer at the end. Now speed-wise, 84 for a quarter, that's fairly slow actually. It says lively, that's not lively. I wonder if there's a misprint here. And it really, they meant it to be maybe a half note. Is that? And so I'm a little questioning on this speed. You might want to check this with another reference somewhere and really double check on the speed of this. Because lively is not, quarter note is 84. However, I'd like to play it with you slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do dynamics. So I'll give us 2 counts, because this is in 2/4 time. Now let's just play it together to make sure we got the notes and the rhythms correct. Ready and go, and.